After this, I am officially done purchasing blue eyeshadow for the rest of my lifetime. Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. My typical filming beauty room is undergoing a bit of a transition period, shall we say, so I'm making do upstairs in the bedroom. Depending on the light, I may end up moving downstairs to film the demonstration part of this video. Whatever it takes, I want you to have the best possible viewing experience because today we are talking about the Chanel Denim makeup collection for spring. It's been 84 years, but I was finally able to get my hands on this collection, which officially launched yesterday in the boutiques. I know they posted the links a day early on Chanel.com, so it feels like almost everything sold out immediately. They did still have some of these pieces available yesterday at the boutique, but if you have your heart set on something special and you haven't been able to get your hands on it, if it says that it's sold out online, there could be restocks. It also should be rolling out to other department stores, but if you live near a boutique, it is worth calling around. They may have a few additional pieces. I will say that's one nice thing about seeing the sneak peeks early because it gives people the opportunity or at least some time to decide whether or not they even want to purchase anything. I know a lot of people that were excited and a lot of people that planned to skip all along. When I visited the boutique, I was able to see everything in person and I have swatches of everything. First, I want to share my haul with you. There are a lot of special pieces with this collection, but the unequivocal star of the show, and that's really saying something, has to be this denim hand cream because it comes with the refillable pouch. I was so afraid I wasn't going to get my hands on this, but finally I texted my SA. She was able to do a pre-order for me, so I picked up multiples, and one of these is going to end up in a giveaway that I'm doing very soon, so be on the lookout for that. But of course, I had to get this. Denim is already a really cute theme for spring makeup, but not only do you get the denim pouch, but it has pastel pink lettering. I mean, they did such an incredible job designing this packaging. The pink zipper, the pink CCs on the zipper pull, every detail is so cute. And I love that you get to hold on to it even once you finish your hand cream. It is the original hand cream, it's not the Lift. But this is a staple. I mean, this is one of the most popular Chanel items and it pops in and out very easily. I heard from a lot of people who still remember the original denim makeup collection from years ago. That was before my time, so I don't have any of those pieces in my collection. I'm very happy they decided to do it again because I think this is so genius. It's a little bit Y2K coded. I just love it. Originally, I was only planning to pick up one eyeshadow palette. I couldn't decide between the two, so I ended up with both shades. This is 29 Cocoa Jean and 19 Denim Dream. Both are of course limited edition. They each feature the denim pouch with pink stitching. This is really the draw of this collection. These color stories, while very beautiful and interesting because they have the blues, more jewel tones, at least they're not neutrals, the real selling point is absolutely the denim pouch. It reminds me a bit of the tweed eyeshadow collection from a few years ago. You have the Chanel CC Stitch logo embossed on all of the powders. I really like both of these color stories. I don't think there's one obvious choice that I would get so much more use out of, which is why I ended up with both. I think if I had to choose one, I might go with 29 Cocoa Jean just because you do have more neutrals in there. I think I have plenty of, definitely have plenty of blue eyeshadow, but I have plenty of pink eyeshadows from Chanel as well. But visually, Denim Dream is also beautiful. I swatched both of these at the boutique, and that was my one surprise, I would say. We've seen so many photos of swatches circulating for months now. I knew they were going to be on the sheer side, which doesn't bother me for colors like this, but I didn't think they were that sheer. I actually felt like they were very sparkly, very dazzling, very light reflecting, especially the Denim Dream palette. They have way more color payoff than I thought they would, so I was actually a bit impressed by the eyeshadow palettes. Do I think this is an absolute must-have? No, I think this is going to be an easy skip for a lot of people unless you are a Chanel collector, a Chanel lover. If these are your colors, then of course, no brainer. But I think a lot of people are really going to be drawn to this collection for the denim pouch. I also picked up the Cocoa Denim highlighter. I was planning to skip this, but I swatched it in store. It looked really pretty on my hand. I'm still excited to see what this is going to look like on the face. It's very icy and maybe a cool undertone, but it wasn't as gray or blue on my arm as I thought it might be. This also comes with the denim pouch and the beautiful stitch detailing. I skipped all of the lipsticks. I did swatch them in store. I think the most popular was 284 Baby Blue. This is pretty sheer. It's a little frosty, not much. I think you can probably achieve the same look with a slightly shimmery lip balm. That's basically all you're going to get from this. It's kind of novel. It doesn't actually translate to blue on the lips, which is definitely a good thing. And then a couple nudes, 286 washed beige, 288 faded orange, and 290 raw brown. As a lot of people have already pointed out, these lean very warm, and I'm just not in the market for lipsticks, definitely not nude lipsticks, although I do think some of these are pretty. The nail polish was an obvious skip. I think on deeper skin tones, this would look really beautiful, but I'm usually so pale, I feel like the blue would just be too stark. I like the idea of a blue mascara. I'm just not a huge fan of the Chanel Noir Allure Mascara formula with the clicky packaging. I think it's kind of cool. I've only tried it once. I purchased this when it first came out. Mine was very dry, very crumbly, and I felt like it just wasn't flattering on my lashes. So had they come out with maybe Inimitable or Le Volume, I probably would have picked up the blue mascara. For now, that's a skip. The blue twill eyeliner I was planning to purchase, but then when I went with both of the eyeshadow palettes and picked up multiple hand creams, I stopped myself because the truth is I just don't wear a lot of retractable eyeliners anyway. The shades I typically wear are brown, neutral. I think it's very pretty. I prefer the blue metallic eyeliner. I think packs a little bit more of a punch, so it's on the deeper side, more of a deep blue gunmetal gray. I zoomed you in nice and close, and we are going to attempt the demonstration portion of this video upstairs. The light might go in and out a little bit as the sun is moving through the clouds, but maybe it will be a bit more natural than just set standard, completely controlled studio lighting like we typically have downstairs. I'm really excited to dip into the highlighter first because I feel like this might look really beautiful on the eyes as well. So we might integrate this into the eyeshadow. I'm excited. It does look a little bit blue on the brush, or at least kind of gray. Very, very pearly. There's maybe a little pink reflect, definitely, but overall I get very cool toned pearl. You definitely want to be light-handed. It's nice, it's pretty. If you aren't light-handed, I could see how this could come across a little bit kind of gray or just a little bit sort of dusty. Yeah, that's pretty. I think Cocoa Denim is going to be most flattering on very fair, very light skin tones because even though it's not blue, it doesn't give you like a very intense icy blue reflect, but it has a cooler tone. So you want to be light-handed so it doesn't end up looking gray. You just want a very sheer flush of illumination. But I would say probably best suited for lighter skin tones. I don't even need to do a side-by-side comparison yet to tell you it is far less blue and far less sparkly than the Ocean highlighter from a few summers ago. Now that highlighter gave intense blue sparkle. This really isn't giving glitter on the face, which is nice. And I do think this would probably be really pretty on the eyes as well. For eyes, we're going to play with Coco Jean today. I have a flat eyeshadow number 202 brush from Chanel. And you know what? We're just going to go right into that blue eyeshadow. Why not? It looks very vibrant and intense in the pan, but it's much softer on the brush. I'm just going to go on the lid. We're going for it. I tried to find some blue eyeshadow inspiration before I started, and I couldn't find anything. So we're just gonna go. Not too blue. I like it. I think as far as blue eyeshadows are concerned, I really like this shade. I'm just taking that up into the crease. It has a little bit of a shimmer to it, which is really pretty on the eyes. Before I saw this collection in person, I read so many complaints of people saying these eyeshadows were too sheer and you were basically paying for dust. But see, when it comes to colors like this, I wouldn't want the eyeshadow to be more intense than this. I feel like this is the perfect amount of color payoff for a shade this vibrant. And see, this is actually even a little bit too blue for my comfort. For an event or for an evening out, I think this would be really nice, but we're gonna lighten this up a little bit. I just flipped the brush. I wanna see what this shade looks like on top. It looks silver in the pan, but it actually swatches kind of like a pale shimmery blue. I'm gonna put that in the center. And that's pretty. Ooh, yeah, that's really pretty actually. A little fallout, not much. I'm using my powder brush. This is the Chanel Precision Powder number 107. And I recently tried the new concealer. This is the Ultra Le Tint Concealer. It's really, really nice. I will be doing a full review and wear test soon, but I'm enjoying this concealer. Just for fun, I want to keep the eyes really simple. I'm going in with the Chanel Eye Contour number 203. I'm picking up this pale gold and I'm going to use that to highlight the inner corner of the eye. It's always so tempting to use every single shade and do the most intense eye look possible. But I actually think the beauty in palettes like this and in really colorful stories, you don't have to use everything. Sometimes you just want a little something on the eye. In fact, I think that's how Chanel typically demonstrates their palettes and their colors. Whenever I watch a Chanel tutorial, it's always like, dee dee, tap here, a little dust here, done, that's it. Not a full glam moment. See, that gold is really beautiful as an inner corner highlight. Really pretty. I actually want to blend that in a little bit. Kind of soften the blue. Okay. Is this going to become my everyday eyeshadow palette? Probably not, but I really like these colors. I definitely like the gold. I mean, this is easy. This could be a one and done. Throw this on the lid and get out the door. Same brush, I just wiped that off. I don't want to do much under the eye for the sake of showing you all four shades. I'm going to go ahead and pick up this brown, but I'm just going to very lightly do a little something underneath the lash line. So that's barely picking up. Let's see. I don't know if it's just so light. What's happening? Yeah, it's a pretty light eyeshadow. See, now that is sheer, but it works because we don't want this look to get too smoky anyways, but I'm kind of shocked. I'm really digging my brush into this shade and not getting much. I'm not mad at it. It works for this look, but in any other scenario, I would be really disappointed. It's fine. We knew they were going to be on the lighter side. And like I said, for the blue, it makes perfect sense. Ooh, surprising myself. I'm racing the clock because we're going to run out of sunlight. I do have one small light set up over here, but it's mostly natural light. Not too smoky. We managed to use all four shades in the palette. And while it is very blue, I still feel like this is somewhat wearable, especially if you just went in with a little mascara and that's it. With the right outfit, I feel like this could be a really fun daytime look. Maybe go in with a little less blue, but definitely for a function, for an evening out, for some sort of festive occasion, I feel like this is a really fun, easy way to incorporate blue eyeshadow. I'm keeping my standard pinky nude lip In case anybody is wondering, it's this Say Beauty lip liner in Wink. This is the Dior Lip Glow in 0112 Rosewood. This is my lip combo for the day, and this is the makeup look. We're done. It's always nice being pushed out of our comfort zone playing with blue eyeshadow. I am now done shopping for blue eyeshadow. I have more than enough to last me the rest of my life. But overall, I think this is a really fun collection. This is definitely going to be one of the more memorable makeup launches of 2026 because of the denim pouches, because of the hand cream. It is a collector's dream come true. I'm so happy I was able to get my hands on everything. Hopefully you were able to get your hands on anything that you wanted. I almost think it looks a little bit better to go ahead and fully commit to the blue on top of the lid and underneath. And that completes today's haul and demonstration. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Leave me your comments, questions down below. As always, I will be linking everything mentioned. Everything on my face will be tagged directly to the video and listed down below in the description box for your convenience. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.